I've decided to make a super quick efficient guide for dummies that will set everyone up to do the most possible damage with the least amount of resources. If you need a bit of direction or you are uncertain with what you need to do in the game to progress, then this is the video for you. I highly recommend you follow it like the official Honkai Star Rail Bible and don't make the same mistakes I did that permanently damaged the growth of my account. This is your personal journey and you should move at a pace you feel comfortable with. There really isn't much happening late game, so there's absolutely no rush and no need to spend any money to see big improvements on your account. Before we start, I want to make sure you guys have at least one shielder and one healer, so if you don't own Japard and don't like March, you will have to build a Traveler due to how strong they become later on. If you don't have Bailu, and if you're watching this video before 2024, when there's only 2 healers in the game, then you will build up Natasha. This is not a suggestion, this is mandatory. Now there are some very niche scenarios in which you can have team comps without a healer or shielder, but it revolves around being so strong that you can out DPS whatever is trying to defeat you before you lose the fight. You are making it harder for yourself if you don't use any of these characters I just mentioned. So please do actively build up at least one healer and one shielder on your account. Now, moving on to the actual content of the video. For starters, you're gonna have to do a few things every day to not fall behind. So make sure you can spare the 5 to 10 minutes a day to do the dailies, assignments, and spend all of your fuel. This is a fundamental in the game that cannot be ignored for the most efficient progression. Try not to miss a day of any of it and you'll be banking 60 Jade and roughly 2,650 XP a day. Plus these goodies from assignments. Remember to do all 3 in the second tab right here for 20 hours with the correct pats if you have before you do anything else. Now that we got the basics down, it's time to talk about where to allocate the resources we have been grinding. Simply put, the light cones and traces are the biggest bang per buck for strength on a character. If you're struggling to figure out what light cones you need to level, I'll leave a link in the description down below and you can join our Discord or drop by the stream for more info on what's best suited for you. Learn what light cones you need to start using on your character and get them upgraded ASAP, as well as the traces for the passive stats and bonus abilities to really get the most out of each and every single one of your characters on the team. Characters such as Asta can be insanely powerful later on in the further ascensions by providing a whopping 18% fire damage boost to the team, as well as having access to a light cone that can boost the same type of damage of the wearer, boosting the fire damage even further beyond. Currently I'm Trailblaze level 45 on my way to 50 and my Klee and my hook is still wearing gear I got from level 30. So the second priority after leveling light cones and traces is to complete relic sets because you will be using them for a very long time. There's 2 early artifact sets we get and they are both very strong with their set bonuses that should be completed as soon as possible. Those 2 sets are the Musketeer of Wild Wheats and Thief of Shooting Meteor set. Early on, nearly everyone should wear one of these 2 sets till you unlock the other 2 free sets for your healer and shielder. Even at +0, the set bonus for wearing 4 pieces of these relics is a game changer, especially early on for a huge bonus to your stats. The Musketeer set is especially strong because at +0 it provides 12% attack, 6% speed, and 10% basic attack damage. So slap this set on any character and it will make them usable all throughout the game pre-40 if they have their light cones and traces leveled. Even with the wrong main stats, so defense percent, HP percent, you will still deal damage and have speed. So it's crucial to complete either this set or the Thief of Shooting Meteor set as talked about earlier. That set provides you with 32% break effect, and that means whenever you shatter an enemy's toughness bar, you'll deal massive damage when you deplete the white bar on the enemy to 0. You'll also get back 3 energy from the set bonus. This set is not very effective on enemies that are not weak to your wearer's type, so do keep that in mind that break effect is not a good stat into enemies that are neutrally affected, so that means you must have elemental advantage to utilize the set to its fullest potential. Now I have 45 starred the Forgotten Hall, and I utilized the free sets of Musketeer of Wild Wheat, Thief of Shooting Meteor, and the 2 free sets of defense and HP, which is the Knight of Purity Palace on my Shielder Fire Trailblazer, and Passerby of Wandering Cloud on my healer Bailu. My second healer Natasha still uses Musketeer, and it works just fine due to how versatile that set is with the speed that it provides. All the free relics you get over time, even the HP percent and outgoing healing bonus, could be useful to you like it was useful to me. Moving on to the final efficient progression tip, and one I wish I followed because of how much fuel I spent foolishly, and that is to farm only the World 3 drops because of how insanely powerful both sets are. You get the most value from this world, and eventually after clearing World 6 you can come back and farm the World 3 on difficulty 2 for even better gold drops rather than the 4-star purple. I am not kidding when I say I've been absolutely scammed by the other planet ornament sets, wasting over 400 fuel on pretty much nothing. There's a few ornaments that are good later on, like the 2 from World 6 and the IPC effect hit rate one from World 5 or 4, I don't remember which one. But let's not worry about anything besides World 3, where the real treasure is the 2 sets of Space Sealing Station on your DPS and Fleet of the Ageless on your supports. This again is the most efficient world to farm with very minimal waste. Taking a closer look at the ornaments, we see that Space Sealing Station gives you 12% attack or 24% if you have 120 or higher speed. Aim for a main stat rope and elemental sphere. While Fleet of the Ageless gives you 12% HP and 8% attack for the whole team if you have 120 or higher speed. Aim for main stat rope, or if you're lucky, run an energy recharge rope here and a main stat sphere. I wouldn't go for damage here, just go for survivability and you are pretty much set. Ideally, you will complete the set of Fleet of the Ageless on all your supports and run speed boots to try and hit the 120 speed mark. It's a bit hard, but the benefits are insane. You can even run a character like Asta to push you above the 120 speed mark to fully optimize the set bonus. So farm the heck out of World 3. Don't even look at the other planets. It's available so early into the game and you can reliably farm this with no problems. Do not make the same mistakes that I did farming random planet ornaments. Whenever I cleared a world in the simulated universe, I would just claim whatever was available to me. It was a terrible, terrible decision. I went and as soon as I hit level 40, I tried to farm a relic set for my Sela, and then I ended up wasting a ton of fuel there, when in reality I could have just used my free musketeer set and I would have been just fine. And now I'm here today making this video to teach you guys where to spend your fuel and how to spend your time in the game. Now let's do a quick recap so we don't forget. Number 1, make sure that you have at least 1 shielder and 1 healer. Number 2, do your daily training assignments and spend your fuel so you're not capped out. Number 3, light cones and traces need to be farmed up immediately. It is your number 1 priority for strength before you do anything else. Number 4, remember to complete a 4 set of relics, either musketeer or thief. And lastly, number 5, complete the 2 set of ornaments. Farm only World 3. Trust me, the only 2 planar ornament sets that you're going to use are the Space Sealing Station on DPS and the Fleet of the Ageless on your supports, and that will pretty much have you set up until probably level 50. I mean, I am level 45, and by the time I reach near level 50, I'm probably going to farm the light cones and traces up again for the next ascension. If you found any of this information helpful or have a new friend wanting to play but they don't know what to do, share them this video and I'm sure it'll help them out. If you need any more specific help or want to request a video idea, leave a comment down below. You can also check the description to join our Discord, follow the Twitter, or catch the stream live at twitch.tv/MeToon. And if you haven't already, drop a sub, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!